This is me taking down and then looting each of the 15 minor enemies in Arc Raiders. But why? I want to test how many coins you can get from each of them, and figure out which ones are really worth fighting and which ones should just be avoided. I'll loot each enemy at least 10 times so that I can take an average. Let's start with the Arc which has the least health and work our way up to the Arc with the most health. To be clear, I will be focusing on the value in coins of the loot that each Arc drops rather than the usefulness of the items. First up, the Tick. The Tick is easy to take down and the loot it drops isn't worth much. Next up, the Pop. The Pop is similar in difficulty to take down compared to the Tick, and the loot is worth a bit more. Next up, the Fireball. Even though the Fireball has the same health as a Pop, depending on what weapon you're using, it can be harder to take it down because of its armor plating. Next up, the Spotter. The Spotter itself is fairly easy to take down and can't hurt you directly. You just need to be careful to dodge or take cover from the bombardier shells that it guides towards you. Next up, the Turret. The Turret is a low health stationary target, making it easy to take down, but the loot that it drops isn't worth much at all. Next up, the Wasp. The Wasp isn't too difficult to take down, but it's not as easy as the Spotter, and the loot it drops is worth less. Next up, the Snitch. The Snitch has more health than the Wasp, but it still only requires taking out 2 of its propellers to make it crash, and its loot is worth almost twice as much. Next up, the Hornet. The Hornet has more health, more armor plating, and it's harder to hit its unarmored propellers compared to the Wasp. While its attacks are easier to avoid, there isn't much reward in coins for taking it down. Next up, the Surveyor. I think the health for the Surveyor is a bit misleading, as it can take a while to take down even with a high armor penetration weapon, but its loot is worth significantly more coins than anything with similar health. Also, it is probably one of the least dangerous Arc in the game. Next up, the Sentinel. The Sentinel is similar to the Turret, but with more health and longer range. It's tankier, but probably a bit easier to deal with than other Arc with similar health, so getting this many coins from its loot is decent. Next up, the Shredder. The Shredder is a bit harder to take down than the Sentinel, and is more dangerous too, for not much more rewarding coins from the loot. Next up, the Rocketeer. In my opinion, the Rocketeer is one of the most dangerous Arc in the game. It is quite tanky, and you don't get many coins from its loot. Unless you need the Rocketeer drivers, I would avoid fighting it. Next up, the Leaper. The Leaper has the same health as the Rocketeer, but is easier to hit, especially with things like the Trailblazer. and its attacks are easier to avoid, and its loot is worth more coins. Overall, the Leaper is a much better option to fight than the Rocketeer. Next up, the Bastion. The Bastion has about twice as much health as the Leaper, but you get more than 3 times as much value in coins from its loot. The weak points on its knees make it not too difficult to take down, even if it takes a while. Next up, the Bombardier. The Bombardier has more health and less coin value from its loot than the Bastion, but it is easier to take down with the Deadline. Now that we have all this data, we can create this bar chart. On the x-axis, we have each of the arc, and on the y-axis, we have the value of the loot in coins divided by the health of each arc. Remember, I looted at least 10 of each arc, so I think these values should be close to what you get on average. The Tick, Pop and Fireball all score quite well, even though they don't get much value, because they have such low health. The Surveyor is the real standout here. Apart from the low health arc, it has by far the most coins per health. From my data, I found that it also has about a 30% chance to drop a blueprint. While a blueprint can be sold for 5,000 coins, I think the true value of finding a blueprint that you don't already have is much higher, making the Surveyor the most worthwhile arc to fight by far in my opinion. Thanks for watching. If you think I've missed anything, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.